Dr. Octopus.
We can't talk about that right now because we're streaming live. Finally. Oh, and my name's still Jeremy in here. Dang it. Welcome, everybody, to the It's Better With You Cleveland Browns Fancast. Sorry for the late start. Spalding, get your foot off the boat, came in late, and so we had to, mess around a little bit. And Alan was still getting off the plane coming in from Utah, so we had to wait for him. Oh, just kidding. When you are doing stuff online and working with post-professional technology, sometimes crap happens and you end up coming late. So, welcome. Thank you all for being here. We'll check in and see if you have any comments or questions in a little while. But I wanted to introduce you to our fans for today's Fancast. First up, we have the second most person in the group that has the most attendance to these, and that is Spalding. Get your foot off the boat. How are you tonight, Foot?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good. And what's the beverage that you brought us today?
Traveler Grapefruit Shandy.
Traveler Grapefruit Shandy. If anybody wants to mail Foot some, contact us offline, and we will get that hooked up. And we have Alan from Utah. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Cool. And tell us a little bit about your history of being a Browns fan.
I don't know. Very much of his there. I'm just I don't always feel the Brad ever since I was a kid. I was born in Berea, and my dad was a Brown. Our dad's a big Browns fan, and it's hereditary.
It is hereditary.
Yeah, isn't that great? Thanks, Dad.
All right, guys. So listen, let's dive into it. I know that this is Foot's favorite section. This is when we just did our intros and introductions. The first thing we're going to do is go through a couple quotes of the week. I picked out some quotations that I thought stood out from either from OTAs or just news about the Cleveland Browns. And then we'll go into other notable discussion topics from our notable guests. That's you guys. I picked 3 of them, and we'll see if you guys have any. And then we'll talk about our next broadcast. So first, let's get right into it. It says, I think the proof is in the film for the past 2 years, and that is from Brock Osweiler when asked why he should be a starting quarterback. Foot, I see that it seems like you might appear like you're laughing or chuckling a little bit.
I'm just doing the typical head shake that everybody, I think, is doing right now. You can't be referring to last year's tape.
So are you claiming that he may be living in the past, 2015 pre-contract with the Texans from last year?
I mean, it's what he got the big money from the Texans just because of the way he played in Denver. That's it. And then last year he did nothing. Well, we can't say that. Texans went to the playoffs last year.
Oh boy.
How much of that was him and how much of that was the defense?
I heard he can't move in the pocket. I heard he's pretty worthless in the pocket. So we'll see.
He's a big-ass statue.
So Hugh is saying that he's saying the right things. He's saying Kessler's going to start. Osweiler's saying, look, I'm a starting QB. Of course I want to start. And then they have the kid who they're going to bring along. Do you see Kaiser playing?
Well, if history has taught us anything, everybody gets a chance to play on the Browns because the other guys get concussed or broken legs or something, broken shoulders, broken arms. He better be ready.
Alan, what's your take? Who do you think's gonna emerge from the 3?
You must have a delay.
I think so. Can you hear us all right, Alan?
You're picking up a bad.
Gotcha. All right. So if you want to put in the chat who you think might be the starting quarterback, we will come back to that. All right. So here's another one. This is a quote from Patrick McAfee, a retired Colts punter, and this is ha 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 8 times. Responding to the Browns' hire of Ron Grigson, the former Colt GM. What'd you think about that one?
I didn't know they hired him. What position is he filling in the front office?
So so Andrew Barry, I think that's the guy who worked in the personnel department for the Browns, used to work under Grigson, and now Grigson is going to be reporting to Andrew Barry in the front office as like senior player personnel director or some kind of player personnel director.
Is he going to have anything to do with evaluating talent?
Yeah, he is. Remember, this is the guy that gave us the first round pick for Trent Richardson. All right, how about this? What do you think of Pat McAfee's response? Ha 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 ha.
You say he's a kicker, right?
He's a retired Colts punter. He's actually one of the more colorful punters, like they have him on ESPN and stuff like that.
Is it McAfee?
McAfee. He's got a Twitter account.
Oh, well, he's a retired punter. Maybe he's funny on Twitter, but you know, when people start hiring him for their front office jobs, then he could say something.
So did I just hear you say that you are in firm support of this hire? You think that bringing on a guy who gave up a first round pick for Trent Richardson is good to go?
No, I didn't. You know what? I didn't say anything even remotely close to that.
Oh! I'm sorry.
You sure do love to say that I say things. For years and years, you've been saying that I say things, and it's that's something else.
There's a lot of things that you've said.
Yeah, I repeat some of them on here. It's a good thing. This is not a G-rated show. Guy's been around this is his 19th season in the NFL. I mean, he's got to be doing something right. Hang around that long.
Right, and I bet Andrew Barry knows how the guy operates. He's bringing him in to work under him. It was different from the dynamic before when he was when he was his supervisor.
So he was a GM of the Colts for 4 years, and in that time they went to 2 FC South Division titles, named NFL Executive of the Year, 3 playoff appearances in 4 years.
Okay.
So he's got to be doing something. So he had to have been doing something right then. Yeah, don't get me. Hey, when they gave us the first round pick for Trent Richardson, I laughed and laughed. I think everybody did.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody, I think, forgets Trent Richardson's first, 8 or 9 games of the season. His rookie year, he was really looking like he might be something, and then he just did a complete 180.
He really did. Something happened. And and now he's out.
The Browns caught up with him. What are you gonna do?
All right. I'm fine. I think we've crushed that one. All right, this is a good one. They just wanted to be cautious about a little nick, comma. And he went on ... And this was Myles Garrett responding to him sitting out of this week's OTAs.
They said it was. I don't even think was it even football related, the injury? They said it was completely. It was nothing. Yeah, it was really nothing.
That's my question. What is a little nick, and what part of the body was said nick?
They haven't elaborated on it, have they?
No.
Must not be anything to worry about.
I'm
sure
hiding something.
I'll see how you are.
Alan, what are your thoughts on Myles Garrett sitting out the first week?
I don't know. they're being a little bit careful because all the they're trying to. They said that the approach is different this year. Keep away from hamstring problems and all that other stuff. I think just taking it easy.
Gotcha. So they're being a little bit careful, taking it a little bit easy, making sure that nothing's really wrong. Your audio is going in and out a little bit, so it might not be that clear to hear for the audience members. That's okay. All right. So those are some 3 quotes. Let's take a look at some of the topics from the week. New Browns quarterback who may also be able to play safety. And what do you guys think about that signing? Do you think he'll be able to play both sides?
Your screen's not coming up, John. Just so you know, it just says Jeremy Grandstaff still. It's just a black screen, so we can't see your bullet points.
What a bunch of baloney.
So there it is. New Browns quarterback can also play. Who's that? McCourty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's familiar with Greg Williams' system. He's a veteran. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to throw Hayden on one side. I can't even. Who's the other?
Brian Body Calhoun.
No,
Jerome Taylor.
Yeah,
Or Taylor.
It's Jameer, isn't it? Who is that other?
You should probably be better and know that.
Jamar. Yeah, I mean, it's just you got your 2 corners there. If you're gonna throw 2 safeties out on the field, is it going to be Peppers and McCourty? How are they going to set? How are they setting this up for the nickel and what package are they going to be? It's going to be interesting to see what defensive package they're going to run and how often they're going to change it up.
Yeah, I think they'll change it up based on the matchup that week. I think that, well, I don't know a lot about Greg Williams' system, but it sounds like they're just going to have a bunch of packages that each of them can play, and they'll see what works and what doesn't early and dial it up later. But I think they're thinking McCourty might play slot if the other guys can handle the other ends, and then possibly shift him to safety because he's familiar with the position. But it didn't sound like it was necessarily going to happen.
How good is he at returning punts?
Who?
McCourty. I mean,
Isn't Peppers going to do that?
That's the rumor. I mean, I guess we'll know after we make somebody go 3 and out.
Yeah. I think we can do that.
I can't believe I just said that.
I think we can do that. We're so pessimistic here. I'm excited about this year.
Well, I'm more excited about this year than I have been in past years.
I look forward to training when training camp starts, when we actually see like who's showing up, who's doing what. Do you guys watch the depth chart?
Not this early.
In the preseason? Not this early.
Not really. I mean, there's a couple positions that I'm curious to see who's going to step up and claim. The tackle position is one. The other starting corner opposite Joe Hayden, who, as far as I'm concerned, could not be on that side of the field. Didn't he just have groin surgery this offseason too?
Who? Hayden?
Joe Hayden. Right at the very end of the season. Didn't he have a groin surgery?
I don't remember. I'll have to look that up.
Oh, come on. You're the host of this show.
Yeah, host. Not star. You're the star, Flip.
Well, I mean, I don't think it was anything, didn't cut his dick off or anything. He's probably,
Way to keep it PG-13 there. All right, next one. Kessler said improved his footwork, feeling more confident with the deep ball. Did some work along those lines. What do you guys think? Is Kessler going to be able to make any completions over 20 yards this year?
He's going to have to. Yeah, and Hayden did have surgery shortly after the season to repair injuries to 2 groin muscles.
Oh gosh.
So, they'll probably beat him.
He's going to have bike camp again.
Yeah. Well,
What did they call that? What did they call that? All the Browns that were on the exercise bikes throughout training camp?
I don't remember.
It was like the Tour de Browns camp or some.
Pretty Browns.
Alan, what do you think? Is Kessler going to be able to throw a pass over 20 yards?
Well, I read that he was back there. He was working on how he releases the ball, using more of his lower body instead of just trying to wing it all with his upper body. And he says it feels like he's getting more velocity on the ball, but the velocity's showing, but his body says he doesn't feel like he's throwing it that hard. I guess that's an improvement.
Your audio miraculously corrected itself.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Totally heard that whole point. That was great, Brian.
I don't know what to say. I was just listening to him. You know what? I'm just glad that they're. You know what? If they name him the starter, give him all of the reps with the number ones. We don't need to have 4 guys taking reps with the number ones. Get some continuity. Get some consistency. If he's going to be the starter, let him be the starter, and go forward from there. I understand you want to have a competition. You got Brock Osweiler waiting there. You want to see what Kaiser can do. Let's forget about Kevin Hogan. He's obviously
one of the ESPN sports writers today from Cleveland. I think we all know who he is. He's an Italian guy. Said that someone inside the NFL was wondering why haven't they heard more from Hogan, because they thought he showed up really well last year.
In what, that one Cincinnati game where he ran for 70 yards or whatever it was?
And everyone ran all over Cincinnati. Every running quarterback did that to Cincinnati last year.
It didn't matter. We still lost the game. It was the only time he was ever on the field.
I just think it was funny that an NFL executive said, why aren't we talking more about Hogan? Because he really showed something last year. What?
Yeah. Whoa.
He's 13 for a reason.
Take it easy there.
Got a little excited.
I guess.
What's that, Adam? What's that, Alan?
I forgot what it said.
Nice.
He's back there number 3 or 4 right now for a reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, probably won't even be around. We picked him up because of injuries. I mean, we had who was touchdown Jesus that we had? What's that guy's name?
I know who you're talking about. He's been on every team in the NFL for at least a week. Clipboard Jesus.
Clipboard Jesus, that's right.
Yeah, he's been a backup. He's been a backup for everyone, and he made it a quarter, I think, or a half. I'm not even sure.
All right, here's one. Caleb Brantley, the 6th-round pick. Charges were dropped, and Jabril Peppers had a diluted sample and is already in step 1 of the NFL drug policy. Will they stay out of the limelight and on the field?
Well, Caleb Brantley's was dropped for lack of evidence. Coincidentally, I guess. However you want to say it.
He's a fine young man, Brian.
Well, if he smacked the shit out of that chick and broke her face, and they gave her money to shut up and go away, that's a problem. But I'm not pulling your uncle on saying you heard it here first.
He's never going to live that one down.
No, because I don't even. Did Davis Webb even get drafted? That's beside the point.
Oh, yeah.
Do I think they're going to be contributors this year? Absolutely. I think they will stay out of the limelight, especially because they're both defensive players, and I don't think Greg Williams is having it. Doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that's going to put up with that bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think they told Caleb Brantley from day one. They felt they were getting a 2nd-round talent in the 6th round, and Sashi came out and said, "We already told him if this goes down, you're gone."
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I think that they will. I think that's the culture. I praise them for being comfortable and confident enough to make those picks, despite the turmoil of last year and what people think about the Browns. To do that, and now we just have to see if it was a smart decision.
And I don't think there's anything in Pepper's past that leads anyone to believe that he has any type of a problem. I don't think Harbaugh would have gone for that in Michigan. I don't think they would have let that slide. Didn't expect me as that kind of a coach either.
Yeah. Alan, do you have any reactions to these two guys?
Well, I would wonder, I followed that Caleb Brantley as close as I could follow it. And I'm going to differ with you on, I think she was a gold digger. I really do. From what I've read, there's plenty of witnesses that said all he did was push her away.
Gotcha.
So
Somebody's joining in there, John.
Yeah, who just joined?
Don't know. TJB Samsung tablet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you heard it here first.
He heard you calling him out, so he decided he better join in and save face.
There he is.
What's up, TJ8 Samsung Tab S tablet?
How's it going, boys?
Hey!
You look mighty comfortable there.
I am comfortable. You're looking pretty good there too, chugging.
Hey, Foot over here
man.
wants to know if anyone ever drafted Davis Webb, and then we have Alan from Utah in the room too.
Davis Webb did get drafted. I don't remember who he got drafted by.
Was it the Browns?
No. John, say hello to Bonnie over there.
Hey, Bonnie, you're on YouTube Live. How's it going?
Hey, sweetie, how you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for coming into our Fancast.
Is this really happening right now?
Go Brownies, baby. Go Browns.
Oh.
Fancast, huh?
Sure. Why
Anything
not?
can happen on the It's Better With Hugh Cleveland Browns Fancast.
Yeah. Funny.
Is better with you. So what are you guys talking about tonight?
So you missed our first couple of quotes. I feel, though, that I should go through them with you quickly, just to catch you up. It looks like Foot's going to go get another beer, and Alan is here from Utah, but I think he'll be okay with us repeating these. Give your reactions to these. I think the proof is in the film for the past 2 years. This is Brock Osweiler when asked why he should be a starting QB. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think that was a good move on his part. Last year was a disastrous year. Actually, 2 years ago at Denver, he was pretty decent, right? Decent enough for Houston to sign him to $16 million a year, and good enough for John Elway to offer him $15 million a year. So I think he's right as it relates to 2 years ago, but last year not so much.
Now, Foot said they made it to the playoffs. Was that in spite of him?
Yes.
Doing a fan cast. Lean forward.
Oh, look at my wife
There you
here.
go. You tell him.
You have some. I have to have something.
I
that
have
says
my
Browns in
brown
the
stuff
back.
on it. Yeah.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, you suck, Tim.
All right.
You don't have the Browns.
I have it made, gentlemen. If you can't figure it out, I am a charmed individual, and life is good here.
And go Cavs.
This is fantastic already. This is fantastic already. You got your presence tonight has now made the broadcast. Retired Colts punter Pat McAfee, ha 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 ha, responding to the Browns' hire of Ron Grigson, former Colt GM.
I'm pretty sure it's McAfee, so quit saying that.
McAfee, he's right. You're
like
absolutely right.
Is that like the virus control program?
Yeah.
Right. If we use it, does that mean Ron Grigson goes away?
We'll take that as your answer. All right. They just wanted to be cautious about a little nick. That's from Myles Garrett, responding to him sitting out of OTAs. What do you think that means?
I think that means that something bad happened and he's hurt again because he has a history of being hurt. And it's bullshit. He won't be back next week.
Oh my gosh! Now, is that a you heard it here first?
Could be. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we want him to be injured, but we want a you heard it here first.
Because they're not true.
Right. Exactly.
How dare you?
You heard it here first.
All right, and then we just got into these topics, and we were just kind of going back and forth talking about how McCourty can play both cornerback and safety. Kessler talked about his improved footwork and feeling more confident throwing the deep ball, and then talking about Caleb Brantley and Jabril Peppers, were they going to be able to stay out of the limelight and on the field?
Love the new cornerback, and I think he can play safety. You know, safety's where big cornerbacks go to die, right? But a lot of good cornerbacks have had careers there. So God knows we need help there at free safety.
Does this mean we're not going to see the comedy stylings of Ed Reynolds next year?
Yeah, I hear you, man. You know, I saw his grade on Pro Football Focus, and it was I think it was just average, which I was surprised he got that high of a grade as average. Because I thought he
Maybe
was
they'll
below
keep him.
average.
Maybe they'll keep him at cornerback. Obviously, fill the spot there, but put him at safety in case anything happens. I do see Ed Reynolds staying. I see Ibrahim Campbell staying, and the Tyvis Powell kid. Am I missing someone? Oh,
Tyvis is going to
Kindred.
play. Where's
Kindred.
Tyvis? Tyvis is going to play free safety then, right? Or
Well, that would be Pepper. That's where Peppers is
Juan
going to be, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
That's right, isn't it? Peppers be playing free safety?
No, Peppers is going to play strong safety.
John, can you get Greg Williams on the phone and figure this out, please?
Right, exactly.
I think we'll see it clearer once training camp starts, guys.
Well, yeah.
I would expect Peppers to be strong safety, Powell to be free safety. And is Ibrahim Campbell, is he a strong or a free? I can't remember.
I thought he was free. But Foot's going to
I
look
think
it up
you're
right
right.
now and let us know.
And I think you're right. And Kindred was a strong safety, yeah.
Somebody's TV is very loud.
Yeah, it is. I think that's TJ8 Samsung Tab S tablet.
All right, I turned it down. Is that better?
It's better.
I'm
All right,
watching
what
I'm watching the Browns Giants game from last year.
Now that's a fan right there. Was that a preseason game? Or
No, regular season. It was
Did we win that?
14-6 in the third quarter, halfway gone.
Yeah, we.
And McCown was still upright at this point.
Speaking of upright quarterbacks. Oh, was that Alan?
All right.
Ibrahim Campbell's a strong safety.
Very good. Strong safety. Good.
Alan, were you going to say something?
No, I was just laughing at the comment.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So what about Kessler, or who, or what are your initial quarterback thoughts? TJ8 Samsung Tab S.
I am very hopeful for Kessler. You know, he had a great rating last year. What was his quarterback rating? 90 something. The problem is he got that high rating because he refused to throw the ball downfield. You know, he just dumped his way to a good rating. And they're saying that he went out, and I can't remember who he worked with, but a big part of his thing was arm strength. And I think that's the whole reason, you know, because Hugh Jackson demands a quarterback that can throw the ball down the field and lengthen the field.
Yep. That's why he got benched last year.
Yeah, right. He can't do it. So that's why he didn't play. Everything else he was good at. Good decision-making in the pocket, good accuracy, but he couldn't do the thing that you want. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, cool. Do you guys have any other ones? Any other stories or headlines that you saw that you wanted to bring in tonight?
Cody Kessler eats 15 baby carrots every day.
Nice.
That's a diet. Is that what the thing where he ate the same thing for 15 days?
I think he ate the same thing for like a month and a half or something.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Is
He does.
Nate Orchard going to make the team? That's a question.
What was he doing it for, though?
I don't know, and it was a very bland diet. I don't know if he was trying to bulk up and get lean at the same time. The description of what he ate every single day, from, you know, like he said, 15 baby carrots, 2 pieces of fruit. He had it very structured, and he did it every single day. I know he did say that he, you know, changed it up a couple times here and there, but it was, Maybe he's got some kind of OCD going on. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Boring.
I think so. You're absolutely right.
And if you guys are watching this later, put in what your holistic diet reasons would be for doing something like that. Nate Orchard, is he going to make the team?
Sure, why wouldn't he?
We have a lot of linemen now, and he's not going to be a linebacker anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, they're moving them to DL, the DN,
Who's he
okay?
going to beat out? Is he going to beat out Xavier Cooper and
No, if
what's
they're
his name?
if they're moving him up there, he probably won't make it then.
Right.
Right.
Because they're moving, they're moving him to D end and they're moving Kirksey to outside linebacker, the will linebacker. So Davis is going to be in the middle with Collins on the other side as the Mike. I don't really like Davis that much. What do you guys think of Davis?
Yeah, I was surprised at how decent he did last year, but I thought he was just like kind of okay.
Yeah, right.
So who knows? I mean, he might beat it. He might. It's just it depends on where they practice him or not, where Williams practices him or not. And he's Farmer's guy, not anyone else's. I think that's another troubling sign for him.
Yeah. But those are the starters at linebacker. They need some backups, right? I mean, not that they're going to have. I don't know. I think they need backups. But Orchard was a D end in college, so he's going back where he came from. But I agree with you, John. The competition along that defensive line is fierce. They have a great defensive line. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I'm telling you, that's a top 10 defensive line right there.
I think it could be. I don't know if it's going to be this year. But if Des Bryant comes back, which I'm sure he will be, you got Garrett, Ogunjobi maybe will play in there a little bit. Shelton and who's the other one that I'm missing?
Brantley and
second round pick from last year. Oh yeah, Brantley's in there.
right, Brantley's in there, which is a big deal.
Yeah,
and the second rounder.
Yeah, the other guy from last year that really came on at the end.
Nassib
Agba. Yeah, he's the starting D end.
Yeah, it says he got better and better with each passing game last season. So yeah, he definitely did.
And Alan mentioned Jamie Meter. He might be the odd man out. The guy who helped us win our only game last year, giving bagging groceries.
No pun intended. He single-handedly won that game for us.
Right, single-handedly. I like it. Because he plays that zero technique, he'll back up Shelton. But the question is, who's his competition to knock him off the roster? I don't know. Do you put the old man Des Bryant in there? He doesn't really have the body for it. They're playing the 4-3, so they've got the Ogunjobi now that they drafted early, and then they got Brantley, who was actually higher rated as a 3 technique than Ogunjobi. They got and third rated 3 techniques in the draft behind Jonathan Allen. What a steal. So I wouldn't be surprised for Brantley to take the job, but we'll see. It's a good problem to have, right?
Wow.
Well, yeah, and according to this, they also have a couple undrafted defensive ends, Jamal Marcus and Carter Schultz. I don't know much about them, but they got a lot. So at least they're going to do their due diligence to put the best guys out there. It seems like they got plenty of them.
Yeah,
Williams got his work cut out for him.
Yeah.
I read that those 2 new guys were pass rush specialists. Not necessarily too good against the run, but like third down, bring them in on third and let them go after the quarterback kind of guys.
Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find anything about either one of them.
Yeah. So if you have Ogunjobi and Brantley at the 3 technique, which was a position we didn't have on our roster last year because we played 3-4, Now they got two really good ones out of this draft. And you got Shelton and Meter at the zero technique at the nose. Got Garrett and Agba starting on the outside. Then the question is, who are the second two defensive ends? And you would think it was the kid from Penn State. What's his name?
Nassib.
Nassib. And then the other one. And that's where all those other guys are competing.
Yeah.
Plus these two new kids, right? You know, Orchard, they're going to throw him in there. And you've got, who was the guy from a couple years ago, John, you mentioned earlier?
Meter?
No, the other kid. I can't remember. They got a bunch.
The second round draft pick from last year?
No, he's the starting D end, Agba. Yeah, I can't remember, but there's like 3 or 4 good guys. Des Bryant, right?
Oh, I mentioned Xavier Cooper.
Xavier Cooper. No.
Yeah.
All those guys. Those are all those. We're talking backup defensive end now, right?
Yeah.
Pretty damn good. This is a monster line. And the most important thing is we have Greg Williams. And he's going to be having a run all over the, doing all kinds of crazy shit. I can't wait.
I look forward to, not this year, obviously, but next year when the Browns are on Hard Knocks and Greg Williams is in season 2. I really look forward to the competition then and seeing what they're going to do that. Because I can pretty much guarantee that they will be on that show. If it's not next year, it'll be definitely the year after.
Are they still? Is that show still on?
Yes.
Jesus.
Who is it this year? Tampa Bay or something, right?
I'm not sure.
The Bucks. I think the Bucks got drafted to do it. We got out of it.
Well, good. All right, guys. So here's the deal. We're moving into our next our session. What I had thought for our next session was that we do each Thursday for OTA. So next Thursday we would do around the same time, 7:00. Hopefully we'll get started at early or on time. What do you guys think about that? Is 7 on Thursdays an okay time for y'all?
That's 5 o'clock here.
Oh, that's right. 5 in Utah. Is 5 okay for you?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock. All right for you?
Oh yeah, that's fine.
At TJ8 Samsung Tab S, you came in a little late today. That's fine. The star, like I told Foot, you guys, the stars can come in whenever they want. But,
you're a dork.
We'll start at 7.
No, it's 5 o'clock in Utah, 7 o'clock here. No, I'm taking off tomorrow, John, for a long weekend, and I got caught at work late at work to get out of there.
We won't be there on Memorial Day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not going to be there Memorial Day. We're going to Maryland, John.
And Bonnie, you're ruining my broadcast.
I don't know the protocol.
That's okay. Just blurt it out. Next time, if you could just call in or video in on your own and let me know that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
or maybe we can
buy an iPad, Bonnie.
We can buy him a set of headphones or something.
Aunt Bonnie? Are you gonna be going to Foot's annual Memorial Day picnic at his house?
You're more than welcome.
Nice.
No,
aren't you nice for inviting us?
You heard it here first.
I like it.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for joining us for the It's Better With Hugh Fancast.
Hey, John, one thing before we go.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm going to bring up Hugh, though, so you can do an overlay of it.
Good. The foul on Bonnie, was that a 5-yarder or a 15-yarder?
Which one?
Not following the right protocol?
Yeah, for just, screwing up the broadcast.
That's a 5.
5-yarder? Okay.
I'll take it.
That's a 4-game suspension.
Woo-hoo!
You're officially in the program.
We can't be suspending any fans from our Fancast. We need all the help that we can get.
Hey, next time we get into this gaggle of wide receivers we have now.
Oh yeah. Any other topics that you guys want to have coming up?
Tight ends, wide receivers,
offense.
Yeah,
probably running. Let's focus on offense.
Focus on offense next week.
Guys that are actually going to touch the ball. That'd be a good thing.
Yeah, I love it. Good. It's a plan.
All right, guys.
7 o'clock our time, 7:30 his time.
and 5 o'clock
5 o'clock
in
my time.
Utah.
Right. Perfect.
All right,
You guys
everyone.
need some help there.
Hey, have a great holiday, you guys. Enjoy.
You too.
I think I'm just going to end it when everybody's talking, just as a nice little close.
Do it. All right.
Hey,
Go Cavs.